Good morning, Chris.
What's happening, Dan?
What did you think of my Jay Crowder, Gordon Hayward comments?
I can see your argument there. I think for Boston, though, Gordon Hayward is probably a better player. If you look at what the Celtics lack, they've got point guard scoring. They've got power forward scoring now. They don't have a wing scorer. They've got some very good defenders, but they don't have a perimeter scorer. So I agree that the difference is not that significant between Crowder and Hayward, but for the Celtics, Hayward might be a better player. Moreover, Dan, it's a lot of much ado about nothing here. I mean, the Celtics fans cheered him for like 3 seconds at opening introduction. Not like they were cheering every time he touched the ball in that game the other night. It's a little bit of an overreaction, I think, by Jay Crowder.
All right. So here we go. Here's our pronunciation game with the Greek Freak, Milwaukee star player who hit the game winner. I'm going to play all 5 here, and I want you to tell us which one, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is the closest to the actual pronunciation of the Greek Freak. All right, Seton.
All right, well, we'll start with Paul Pabst, the creator of Say This Name Correct.
Okay.
Ready?
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Okay, save your answer, Chris.
All right, we'll move on to Andrew McLovin-Perloff.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That's close. It's very close.
The Poompa is right.
Yeah, oompa. All right, next one.
Todd Fritz.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Okay.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I'll play mine next.
Yeah.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I think you got the first name right.
Yeah, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
All right. Play mine. Let Mannix decide.
Dan Patrick.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Mannix?
Okay, well, first, those were all pretty terrible. Seton sounded like he was saying Kung Pao chicken at the end. Perloff didn't even try, and I didn't know what Paulie was saying there. Dan, I'd say you're closest. You don't say the G at the beginning of it, so most of you guys got it wrong there. It's really, I mean, as crazy a name as it is, it's not that hard to say. It's phonetically pronounced, Antetokounmpo. I mean, so you read it and you say it like that, Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
Yes.
How do you say his first name?
Giannis.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, Paulie.
He is originally, his family is from Nigeria, and I think phonetically the P-O is pronounced B-O, so the end of the name should be Kumbo, not Kumpo.
Are you basing that on anything in reality, or are you just saying that?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No,
I checked the pronunciation.
Yeah, I thought it was Bo, too. I thought it was Antetokounmpo.
I think it's Bo, Mannix.
No, I look, I'd have to double check, but I've been pronouncing that name for a couple of years now like this. And I had this conversation with him because he was telling me that his first year in the league, every PA announcer in the NBA got his name wrong. Every single one of them. Even his hometown announcer for a while was getting his name wrong. So I'm pretty sure it's Poe.
Okay. I thought it was Bo. And it's, I'm also, if he's Giannis, but he's not from, he wasn't born in Greece, right?
No, he was not.
Okay, would you pronounce Giannis differently where he's from as opposed to in Greece, right?
Possibly.
Okay, so I think it might be Giannis Antetokounmpo because...
Well, all I can tell you is how he pronounced it to me. That's the only thing I can go
yes,
off.
Paulie.
He could be saying it wrong his whole life. He's only 22.
Yeah. Wow, okay. Poor kid. Saying it wrong his whole life.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It's terrible.
McLevin almost got that right.
It's like you gave up mid-last name, Perloff.
I can barely say your name, Chris. I'm terrible with names.
Okay,
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
when does he start to get on the national stage where we put him up there with Anthony Davis and some of these other kids who are 22, 23 years of age?
You don't think he's already there?
I'm saying nationally.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not there nationally.
No, but I think he's an all-star this year, and that will vault him onto that stage. I mean, I watched him in New York last night, and forget the last shot, but it's crazy. It's sort of hyperbolic, but there's almost nothing he can't do. I mean, the fact that he can ball handle the way that he can, shoot the way that he can, and plays with this confidence that he does, I mean, he is going to be next year, I think a bona fide superstar in this league. All-star this year, national stage by February. Next year, right up there, Anthony Davis level.
The other thing I wanted to bring up is how many different 50-point games have we had individual, like different players? 5 this year?
Yeah, 5 or 6, something like that. Jimmy Butler recently. Feels
like is it a little easier? And if so, why? Why are we seeing more players getting 50?
I don't know if it's any easier. I think you have to look at each player and their responsibilities with the team. I mean, James Harden is everything to Houston. Russell Westbrook is everything to Oklahoma City, and they don't win in Chicago usually unless Jimmy Butler kind of goes off. But there haven't been any rule changes or anything like that, Dan. Yeah. There's been nothing that suggests that it's easier offensively for players. I just think the guys that are scoring 50-plus, like including Isaiah Thomas, who is the engine for Boston, are the guys that are required to carry the teams for them to win.
How hard is it going to be to separate what Westbrook is doing and Harden is doing? If we're looking at guys who aren't going to be playing for a championship more than likely, but yep. It's rare when somebody gets the MVP and they're not playing for a title contender. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the numbers are specifically, but it's more often than not a top 1 or 2 team in their conference is the guy that gets the MVP. I think Harden has the best chance here to break the mold. Now, if Russell Westbrook averages a triple-double, that might shake up the Etch-a-Sketch completely. But Houston is one of the biggest surprises of this year. I mean, they are, second or third or fourth in the Western Conference right now, and nobody expected that. And Harden's been the reason for that. So if Houston finishes third or fourth and Harden keeps up this pace, I think he's going to get it over the likes of Durant and LeBron and some of the teams in those top 2. Chris, thanks for joining us for the probably one time only that we'll have the Greek Freak pronunciation game, but we appreciate that. My pleasure, Dan. All right, that's Chris Mannix.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.